Okay guys, this is week 6, day 4, math 1. And today we're going to be using different formulas, okay? It asks you on your worksheet to write the equation for each situation. Okay, it doesn't, in the question it asks you what is your return. So I'm not sure, I went ahead and solved them, but I'm not sure if we're just supposed to write the equation. But let me show you what this worksheet looks like at the top here. Okay, so it has the annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly. Okay. So this is the one we've been using. Okay. The compound interest. That's annual. But now we're going to be looking at compound interest formulas. So this is the overall formula. And it's telling you that B is what you're going to end up with, your balance. P, you know that this is your deposit. How much money did you put in? You're always putting your 1, adding 1. And then the changes, now we have R, which we had before, and that was our interest rate. But now it's over a number, okay? And that number represents the number of times the interest compounds each year, okay? And then for these two ends always match each other, okay? So if you have compounding interest twice a year, this is going to be a 2, okay? And this T is the number of years, okay? So we'll be looking at, on our first one it says, write or your 3-year investment of $20,000 received 5.2% interest compounded semi-annually. What is your total return? So you would be using this formula right here and plugging in your information to solve that, okay? So if we look at our question here, you could put this down here, okay? Make sure that I'll load it up. Okay, so I have your 3-year investment. So we have to notice the 3, the 20,000, and then the 5.2, and then what also is important is it's semi-annual. So I know we're going to use this, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find P, which is 20,000. So I'm going to put 20,000, okay, and then parentheses 1, and then we add it to 5.2%. So remember, we have to move that decimal over 2 times. So it's going to be I'm going to just add the ones together, okay? 0.52, okay? Now I have R, so that's my interest rate, okay? So my interest rate in this is no, we already did that, I'm sorry. So this is over 2, okay? And then I put 2 here, and then it says time. So how much time? It's a 3-year investment, so it's 3, okay? So if I rewrite that, combining that, I'm going to get 20,000, okay, over 1 plus 0.052, just so you can show all your work, over 2, and then 2t, okay, and then when I solve that, I have b equals 20,000, combining this, right? So how do I do that? Do I divide this first or do I add first? We always do division first, okay? So I'm going to divide first. So I'm going to go 0.052 divided by 2 and then plus 1. Okay, so I'm going to get 1.026, and then this exponent, this is 2 because it's semi-annually, and 3, it's a 3-year investment. So this is 2 times 3, which equals 6. Whoops, 6 there, okay? And then if I plug that all into my calculator, I end up with 23,329.97. Okay? So that's a lot more work than yesterday. Okay? Let's look at number 2. Number 2 says your 6-year investment of $40,000 at 14% compounded quarterly is worth how much? Okay, so we have 6 years, we have 40,000, and we have 14%. So we have all the information we need for that. Okay, but we need to use our quarterly formula now. Okay. So here's our quarterly formula, okay? So, let's look at that. So, we have 6 years. This is my time is 6. And my P equals 40,000. And my R equals 0.14. So now I'm ready to plug it all in. So I can put 40,000, 1 plus, and my R is 0.14. Now it's over 4 now, okay? 4 goes up here because it's quarterly. And then my time is 6, okay? So if I combine that, I'm going to get 40,000. And then I have to do the division here first. 4 goes into 14 plus 1. Okay, so when I do that, I get 1.035. And then I'm going to go 4 times 6 is 24. And then I'm going to plug that into my calculator. And when I do that, I'm going to get 91,333.14. Okay? All right. Let's look at number 3. Okay? So number 3 says you borrowed, and I can show you this a little bit closer. Okay? So here's number 3. You borrowed 1,690 at 5.7% compounded semi-annually. Okay. So let's write down the information we need. So I borrowed, this is different, right? Because it's borrowing. But I think we're just going to find out how much interest we have to pay. So we'll see. Let's work it together. Let's see what happens. So you borrowed $1,690. And so this is your P. And then your R is 0.57 because it was 5.7%. And this is compounded semi-annually. So we're going to have to use this formula now. Okay. So, and let's see, what's the time period? Is there any time period? It just says semi-annually. So you borrowed, okay. So I don't have a T on this one. Okay. So I have 1,690, 1 plus R over 2, 2T. Okay, so let's try to figure this out. 1,690, 1 plus 0.057 over 2, and then we have 2T. And then if I just have the T be 1, okay, I'm going to get 1,690. 1.0285 2T, and I end up with $1,787.70. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is just a 1 here. Okay, and your teachers did give you like they didn't show you how to do the work, but they did show you the answers in your packet, so it does match it. So I think we're on the right track. Okay, so let's look at number 6. Okay, number 6 here. Okay, it says you deposit $12,900 in a savings account that earns 5% interest per year, compounded quarterly. Okay, so now we're back to quarterly. Okay. Okay, so let's put the information we need here. So it says the deposit of, so P equals 12,900, and then we have a savings account. It's earning 0.05, that equals R. Okay, and it's doing it per year. Okay, so we're just going to put 12,900, 1 plus R, 0.05 over 4, and then 4, we'll just have that be 1. Okay, so plug that into your calculator. Okay, and you're going to get 12, 1 plus, whoops, I should have combined that, huh? 1.025, 4, which equals 1423919. Okay? So that's how much it would earn at 5%. Okay. For number 7, we have you borrowed $590 at 4% compounded monthly. So now we're using this one here, okay? Our monthly one. Okay, so 590 is P, and 0.04 equals R, and it's compounded monthly. So we put 590 for P, 1 plus R is 0.04 over 12. 12 because 12 months, and then we're not going to put time because it's going to be 1 year, okay? So when we work this out, we're putting this in our calculator. Remember, this goes first before this, okay? So it's important we do that, okay? So I'm going to get 590, 1.003312 equals 6.1379, okay? So that's how much you would owe at the end of the month or year. I don't know. I think at the end of the month, actually, this is how much you would owe, because it's compounding monthly. So this you're stuck with every month. Okay. Let's look at number 8. Okay, so number 8 here. Let's see if you can see that. Number 8. Number 8. Let's see if I can see it. Your deposit of $12,900 in a savings account that earns 5% interest per year, compounded quarterly. Okay. So let's see, what formula are we using for number 8? Semi, right? So we're using this one now. Okay. So 910 equals P. R equals 0.15 R. Okay. So we have 910, 1 plus R, over 2 t. So 910 and then 1.0752 equals 1051.62. Okay? So that's it for that. Okay, so this was week 6, day 4. A lot more work, a lot more formulas. So if this is confusing at all to you, please let me know, okay? I know that was a big jump in having to do a lot more work, okay? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and we just have one more day for this week. All right, bye-bye.